Now guys, you've often heard me talk about how clean and green Newfoundland is, and one of the reasons that I support them is I say that there's no agriculture in Newfoundland. Guess what? Alright, now again, you gotta remember, Andrew is famous for making broad, sweeping generalizations. Alright, of course there's agriculture here, right? Some of it is very effective. We're on Hammond's farm right now. Today this is a dairy farm. But originally this farm would have been built by the Bowater family, the pulp and paper mill. Right? This is a piece of ground. See, the reason that we don't have much in the way of agriculture, guys, is simply due to the fact that in the last period of glaciation, right, Newfoundland is covered in over 1.5 miles of ice. Ice that is grinding and scraping and scouring everything off its surface. Remember, I've said to you before, there's only 14 indigenous species of mammals. We're talking about the fact that there's no freshwater fish in Newfoundland. Well, it's the same with the soils, right? And what little soil we have, it is gathered in these little pockets. And as a result, we do have some areas here in the Codroy Valley where you will get, down in the southern part of Conception Bay, in Bonavista Bay, there are some agricultural pockets. But when I say there's no agriculture, guys, you know what I'm comparing it to. I'm talking about when you take off from a flight in southern Ontario. Right, and all you see is lands that are sectioned off for miles and miles and miles. There is some agriculture. And guys, one of the things that I love about our agriculture, right, like I'm here today, I was lured here today by the scent, right? And I know, look, it's difficult when you live in a place like Newfoundland and you don't have a lot of exposure to farming, and sometimes we're apt to make accusations about the smell, right? Instead of thinking of it as a smell, think of it as a scent, as an odor. And this is coming from somebody, again, that's got a great sniffer, because for me, when I smell what I smell today, and what I do smell is, of course, it's manure. Right, it's that time of year. They're getting ready to spread it on the ground. And for me, right, they say your olfactory sensors, your senses are your strongest memory triggers. So as I'm walking here today, I got a smile on my face because I'm thinking about our gardens in Topsail. Right, I'm thinking about time spent over on my grandparents' place around the bay. I remember going over to the Roach's Line. I mean, these are all such incredible memories of farming and farm life. Right, the joys, the freedoms that we experienced. Like the first time I ever drove a pickup truck. Right, that's what those memories are. That's what these smells conjure up in my mind. Right, it's good for you to get on the farm as often as you can if you can find some way, especially to expose your children to it, so that they have a better understanding and an appreciation for it. Today I was thinking about Bruce Simmons. I've been thinking about Bruce on a number of occasions lately, but I remember when we first moved out to the west coast, we first started to develop the resort property, the old Bowater mansion. Because let's not kid ourselves, guys, Bowater got us. Right? This is a man of extraordinary wealth, and where did he choose to build his own personal residence when he built it here in Newfoundland? Right in the middle of the farm. Right? The farm obviously brought him great joy. It was such a beautiful environment. Right? And I remember the first days when we were here, the highways had just put in 4 lanes, and they had kind of fooled up the farm here for the Simmons boys. And Bruce and the boys, they had this crazy back road built for bringing their manure into the back fields. And I stopped Bruce on the property, and I said, Bruce, man, there's no need to be going up there. Just come right on through our gateway and access your property that way. And he looked at me. I mean, look, there was a look of shock, there's no doubt. Right? He said, you don't mind that? I said, Bruce, my baby, for 360 days out of the year, you are the best neighbour I could ever imagine having. Right? I'll take 5 days of shit, baby. Guys, I'm thinking about the Simmons boys. I'm thinking about farming. I'm thinking about life in Western Newfoundland, how much I love it. It's a year of COVID, and I'm just trying to find ways to be thankful. Big shout out to Keith, Wayne, and Bruce. Great neighbours for a long, long, long time. Hope you're enjoying this. I hope it helps you in your day and maybe makes a little bit of change in how you look at the world. Thanks, guys.